What's up, Laura? What's up, Brittany? Alright. So, this isn't like some real talk. I'm not going to get in here and scream at people, but I'm going to tell you stuff that I needed to hear when my mentor taught me this, and it helped me. I mean, like, it helped me big time. Okay, and I truly feel that if you follow these 7 things, you will see nothing but crazy success. And I'm not even trying to hype it up. I'm not trying to fluff you up and get you all excited. I'm saying you do these things, and you'll inevitably have just crazy results coming out of here. So just do these. Just do these, and you'll also see what the faults are in your business. Where you're like, I should improve here. I should do this better. I'm doing really well at this. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys 7 different things that you'll need to do. All right. So number 1, you see how high up I am, right up here. I'm so high. All right. What did I say? To get more, to do more, to recruit more, do more. Yeah. And I think if you follow this one, to recruit more, do more. You follow this first thing, guys, and you will see just crazy stuff happening, right? What's up, Josh Lambert? So let me give you guys an example of, like, here, let's just do the beach, right? Let me see, do I want to put this in 3D, 2D, like a 1.5D? I don't really know. But let's let's say you're over here at the beach. This is water, okay? This is beach. Pretty cool, awesome drawing so far, Trey? All right, so you got these rocks here, right? All these rocks, just rocks, pebbles, all sizes, rocks, big rock, little rock, right? You got waves coming in. It's just so nice. The sunset's up here. It's just one of those nights you're like, I'm gonna have a good night. Like, this is a good night. And this random guy comes to you. You're here. You're laying down with your boo, right? You and your boo-boo, just, you know, maybe having a couple of beers. You're just getting the rays, right? The vitamin D is all so awesome. And this random guy comes up to you and he says, hey, underneath one of those rocks, like all of these rocks, there's just, you know, thousands of rocks. Underneath 2 of those rocks, there will be, you know, $100,000 under one rock. Under one rock, there will be, like, let's say under this rock, there's 100K, okay? And under this rock, there's 100K. But you don't know, listen, you don't know where it is. All you know are there's thousands. Probably, let's say there's 5,000 rocks out there, okay? And he says, all you gotta do is just start flipping rocks. You start flipping rocks, and, hang on. Oh, cool, carpet getting laid out today. Underneath these rocks, this rock and this rock, there's $100,000 in this rock and that rock. But there's 5,000 rocks out there, so you flip them, and you just go out there and flip them, and you know, you'll find $100,000, right? What would you do? Would you be like, I don't know. It kind of sounds like a pyramid scheme. I don't know if I want to spend that much time. I mean, so you're telling me, sir, that I could find $200,000 if I just flip over, like, guaranteed $200,000 as long as I just keep flipping rocks? He's like, yeah. He's like, so do I have to flip all of them today? No. You can take as long as you want. Flip them, just get flipping. Start flipping rocks. You guys get what I'm talking about with this analogy? Is that if you just go through and flip rocks, doesn't matter if they're big, old, right? Maybe there's $2 under this one, $2 under that one. Maybe there's $5 under this one. But for the most part, you're really just flipping rocks. You're just flipping rocks like crazy. Most of the time, well, you're probably not gonna get much, right? Oh well, got some sand on this one. Oh, it looks like there was a shark tooth under this one. Oh, it looks like there was some fish poop and some algae and some seaweed. Oh, seaweed under this one, right? But eventually you go days and days and days and days and days, maybe months, maybe even a month. Would it be worth it to you to go out there every single day out to this beach and just start flipping rocks? Because you know underneath one of them, 2 of them, there's 100K there waiting for you. Would you go out there and do that? I'm just curious. I'd be out there flipping shit. I would think, how can I get through these rocks quicker? I'd just be out there, okay, there's $1, cool. I'm only looking for the 100K, right? I'm looking for that big money making rock. But most people, what they'll do is they'll go out and flip 10, maybe 20. And they're like, wow, I have just flipped so many rocks. I'm spent. Oh my God, I think I need to take a nap. You know what? Oh, man. All right, well, then maybe how about this? Oh, they go up to some people like, hey, listen, Mr. Upline, I flipped 20 rocks and I haven't found the 100K yet. I think I'm just going to call it quits. I think I'm just going to, well, rocks are a scam. It didn't work for me. I tried. It didn't work. You guys get where I'm going at with this? Your job, if you want to recruit more, just flip more rocks. Flip more rocks, aka talk to more people. Just talk to more people, right? And most people, here's the thing, most people are so fixated on, ooh, see this big rock right here? That's gonna be the one. Ooh, I gotta get this person to sign up. Ooh, I'm telling you, that's the rock we gotta flip. That's if we could flip that one rock, our whole life is gonna change. No, it's not, guys. No, it's not. So your job is to consistently go out there every single day and start flipping rocks, flipping rocks, flipping rocks. Because eventually, oh, I'm telling you, eventually, you'll get to that 100K rock. And that's the rock you want, right? And it might, here's the thing about that 100K rock, it might look like a little bit of a pebble, You don't even know it's a 100K rock, right? So your job, guys, again, is just to be consistently flipping new rocks, and low numbers in equals low numbers out, all the time. So this is what you gotta look at too, is one, just get your numbers up. So, sorry son, but you are, does that make sense to you guys so far? Is that an amazing analogy to hear that, man, you know, that's probably where, actually, this is probably where most people have the hardest time figuring out, why is my business not moving? It's because you're not out there flipping rocks, right? Flip 20 rocks a day. Whoa. If you're flipping 20 rocks a day, if you're getting just 5 people to watch your video, your information a day, I mean, you're going to make some momentum in your business, guys. So that's number one, is just get flipping rocks. If you're looking at your business and you're like, I mean, this is why I always say, look at your numbers, look at that square, right? What's the square? What's the number in your box for today? If you keep looking at that and it's 0, that's why your business isn't improving. It's just if you get your numbers up, you will recruit more. And then ask yourself, is this number right in here, does that what success looks like to you? All right, like think of the top recruiters in your business. You think that their number is that? If you're like, wow, man, they're pulling in 100K a month. I wonder if they're only talking to 2. No, that's just no. That's no. They're not talking to 2 people a day, right? They have so many people that they're talking to, and so they're not worrying if people say, oh, I got to think about it, because they're already on to the next person talking to somebody else. So that's one big thing. Like if you focus on just this first thing to do every single day, you'll make a lot more money in your business. You'll have a lot more results in your business. Number 2, what you can do, and this is always fun, buddy up, right? Buddy up. I mean, if you're like, you know, I need accountability, there's nothing wrong with saying I need a little bit of help. Look in your team, right? Look for teams. Say, hey, listen, I want to really take the next 20. What are we at? 20 days, 19 days of February, and I want to just create a habit. You know what? Screw it. 21 days. Grab someone in your team and say, listen, for 3 weeks, I'm looking for someone who wants help with accountability, right? All we need to do is reach out to new people every single day. You know, those are teammates, these are friends in your company that will help basically be your wingman, right? We'll just say, yes, listen, let's do it. Let's create a 3-week plan of consistency, right? We'll reach out to people every single day. You and I will buddy up, we'll rock it, and we'll roll it, right? And this is what you guys can do, is just, you know, spend time together messaging people. You know, getting out there, getting your stuff out there. Because I know, like, I remember when I was a personal trainer, and one of the things that we had to do was go to other businesses and basically cross promote. Like, hey, we'll put your flyers in our gym if you can put our flyers here as well. Cross promote. And I was real nervous at first because I was brand new. I was like, I don't know what to say to people. I don't know how this whole thing works. And the manager was like, well, no worries. We'll go do it together. Get in the car. I was like, okay. So we just went out to different businesses and did it together. And I think we did that for like 2 or 3 days together. And he's like, all right, now you go do it. Now you go out there and do it. So that's what's super cool is when you buddy up with people, you're gonna spend that time together, but you're gonna see, oh, okay, this is what they do, this is what I do. Boom. Now you guys have a plan, you're doing it together, and it's really, 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 really more valuable when you can do it with somebody in your downline too. Think about that. Do it with someone in your downline. Like, do it with a leader inside your downline. Say, hey, this is someone who I would spend my time with. Spend time with them, right? Buddy up with them. Like, listen, let's create some accountability. Let's see what we can do in the next 3 weeks to really blast some volume. Let's buddy up and let's do this, right? Do that for sure. Number 3, and this is something I definitely did in the beginning. I was kind of a stalker in the beginning, and I don't care for saying it, but I was a stalker, right? So we've always heard this one. Success leaves clues. Right? Anybody else ever heard that? Success leaves clues? It's so true. So one thing I did, I was such a stalker. But man, I was hungry. I was serious. Like, I wanted those results. This is what I did. Was I created like a friends list, right? And you can do that. I don't know if you can do it on your phone, but I know you can do it on your computer, laptop, or whatever PC device you got, right? You can do it on your laptop, and you go to the side where it says friends list, and you can create a friends list. Basically what you're creating is a news feed specifically for, that's what I did. I created a news feed specifically for the leaders in the company. I said, I want to know exactly what they're doing, right? I want to see when they're posting. I want to see what they're posting about. And guys, I would even suggest this. I would reach out to them and say, so what is your, like, what do you do? Like, what is it that you do every single day? What's your DMO, your daily method of operation? You know, what are they doing? Ask them what they're doing and how. What's their process? You know what I would do after that? I would simply replicate it, right? I would say, okay, it looks like, well, look, John is the #1 income earner in the company. I'm gonna ask him, and I don't care. If John's gonna say, I'm not gonna tell you, but really, John? John, really? It's like that? Your ego is that far up your butt? You don't want to share what you're doing? All right, John. Close the window if I'm going to talk about shoving things up people's butts. I don't want people to hear that. I don't want my neighbors to hear. You know, but reach out to them and ask them, what is it that you do? What's your daily method of operation? What is it? What does your power hour look like? Like, tell me what exactly you're doing. Now, guys, they're probably going to tell you exactly what they're doing, and it might not be mind blowing, but they're saying, yeah, listen, I'm reaching out to new people every single day. I'm posting on social media. I'm reading personal development. Like, that's what I'm doing. Then people are like, oh, well, that's the secret sauce. That's it. That's exactly what it is. So reach out to them, ask them, what is it that you're doing? Do it right with your company. Look at your top people in the company and say, what is it that you do? Can you tell me your daily method of operation, right? And then when they tell you what it is, do it. Do it, right? They're like, this is someone who's 6-7 figure earner saying, this is exactly what I do, and then go do it. And if you go and tell them, well, that's what I've been doing, what are they going to tell you? Keep going. Good. Keep doing that. Keep going. I remember when I reached out to, man, this one guy, it was back in the day, I asked him, I just said, hey man, would you care if I got on a Zoom call with you and just picked your brain? And he was, sure, why not? I was like, oh my God, this guy's gonna get on the call with me? I was super nervous. I took screenshots of it. I was like, Kaylee, look, I'm getting on the call with this guy. His name was Jimmy. And one of the first questions I asked him, I said, Jimmy, what is it that you do every single day? You know what he said to me? He said, man, I've just been showing up for 7 years every single day. 7 years, that's all I've been doing. I was like, huh. And he told me, I was like, so what do you mean by showing up? He's like, dude, I post on social media, I reach out to new people, and I invest in trainings and getting to the next level. I invest in courses, I invest in a mentor, I invest in my time and money. I'm always learning. I'm learning personal development every single day. That's a priority. I'm reaching out to new people every single day. That's a priority. And he said, man, I've been doing that for 7 years. And I looked at that and I was like, so he's doing everything that I'm doing, but he's been doing it for 7 years and I've been doing it for 1. Got it. So you always hear guys like, don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 7. Same thing. If you're saying, oh, Trey, I've been doing that, keep going, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it, okay? Compound effect that shit, right? Success leaves clues. Oh, I love this one. This one's like my favorite thing to do. Does that make sense to you guys so far? Is that like, damn Trey, you're right, I know. I just gotta create that habit of consistency of doing it every single day. It will compound effect like a son bitch, right? It's like an airplane. Here, I just want to draw today. Airplane, right? Airplane's on the runway, run, way. This is plane. Plane, right? Just, yes, plane. The way the plane takes off, guys, like it goes down that whole runway. This is like year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, and then it's like, right? Imagine that. Like, would you guys, again, flip rocks for the next 5 years, constantly, just, nope, not getting any traction, don't care, I'm creating consistency here, right? Oh, don't care, oh, year 2, no, bye, oh, well, you know, make a couple $100 here and there, maybe not even anything, right? Yeah, I'm just invite, that's all I'm doing is creating consistency. Would it be worth it to you to have that 5th year just, right, go right off? I bet it would be. I know it would be. It's absolutely worth it. And let's say here, right, let's go down to your 6, 7, 8. Once you finally, like an airplane, guys, once you finally have taken off, right, now you've created all that consistency. A plane, once it gets to the right altitude that it needs to get to, what's it do? It just says, cool, I'm going to keep this going. This isn't a flat line of your business. This is consistency, right? It is creating that consistency. Now that it's up and it's where it's going, guys, I mean, all you got to do is just kind of keep feeding it, keep feeding it, keep feeding it, keep feeding it, right? Consistency. Another really good, analogy I like is like microwaving popcorn, right? You know, if you, I'm not going to draw this, I'm just going to tell you. You know, when you start a bag of popcorn, you throw it in there, it's flat, right? You can face it this way down, right? And you start it. Starting the microwave is basically like you starting your invites, right? You got to go in 1 second would be like 1 day, 2 seconds would be the second day, 3 seconds would be like the third day, going and going and going. Well, what happens when you get to 30 seconds or 30 days, right? You're like, you open it up and you're like, what's going on in here? Is this something, must be something's not working. Maybe we should change the wattage, aka change the training site, or maybe the bag should have been on this side. So we flip it right over and we're like, no, I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna try a new invite strategy. Okay, well, looks like there's a tear, so let me put some duct tape on it. Okay, looks like everything's good. All right, I'm gonna try. Okay, try it again. Close the door, hit the timer. There you go. You do it for 30 more seconds. Open it back up. Like, God, what is the shit? Well, maybe popcorn is a pyramid scheme too. I don't know. Maybe I should have listened to my friends who are on that healthy diet and they say don't eat popcorn. Maybe I should stop. I mean, maybe I shouldn't even eat popcorn. Maybe I should just give up. You know, popcorn sucks. Anyways, I should probably just go eat carrots for this movie. Carrots are better, right? Get what I'm saying? Too many people are stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. But if they were just consistent, they'd have those kernels popping like crazy. So what does it take? Like a minute and a half for the kernels to finally get warm enough to, right? That's you signing people up. And then it starts going like crazy because you've created the momentum. Popcorn effect, right? So definitely, rally your team. All right. So one thing that we do, and we do this on the group coaching, is we call what they're called Blitz, right? You do a Blitz. Do the Blitz with your team. A Blitz is so good. And there's actually cooler things too. So if you're in the group coaching, I'm just going to let you know this is one thing that we're going to do tonight, okay? So one thing that when you are doing a Blitz or when you're rallying your team, do things that get people into activity, right? You're not focused on results, you're focused on activity. How can we get people to do the activity? Well, one thing that we do is called a Blitz, and I'll give you the thing what we're going to do tonight. The Blitz is basically you get your team on Zoom, right? And you do the things that build your business. So one thing that builds our business is sending out happy birthday messages, right? So for 3 minutes, the only task is to send out happy birthday messages. And on your Zoom, you can have a screen, you can share your screen, and you can say, here are the exact messages that I say for happy birthday. And you can even say, bonus, If you voice message it to people, that's even better. And mega bonus is if you sing them happy birthday, right? And so what are you doing? You're getting your people to take activity, do the actions in those 3 minutes. Just say happy birthday message. Hey, happy birthday. Hey, just want to reach in, just want to stop here and say happy birthday. Okay, that's one thing. Another thing we do in the Blitz is we do, 10 minutes of only sending out that first invite. So what does that look like? Okay, guys, for 10 minutes, we're just going to send this one script to people. It's going to ask people if they're open, right? And that's it. And I even tell people, if they reply back to you and say, what is it? Don't message them. Because only for the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it is, we're going to only send this message out. And then, after that 10 minutes is done, then we'll go to the next slide, which is, okay, someone said, what is it? Here's what you're going to reply back with. Let's go. So that Blitz is just all out, turn off your notifications, don't worry about the email, get the hell out of the news feed, and we're only going to focus on this one thing. The Blitz is amazing. If you get your team on that, it's super awesome, okay? And then you can even ask at the end of like the 10 minutes, okay, who got the most invites? Oh, Sherry did? Oh, John did? Oh my God, you guys are rock stars, right? It just gets people into taking action. That's called the Business Blitz, okay? Here's what I'll tell you what we're gonna do tonight. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but basically what I'm gonna do with people who are in the group coaching tonight is I'm gonna put up pieces of paper, right? All over my wall, over there though. And what I'm gonna do is on the back of the paper, I'm gonna say what we're gonna be doing. Okay, it could be happy birthday messages. It could be, go like stories, whatever it might be. But we're gonna like, I don't know if I want to do this with a dartboard, but I'm going to basically, or bingo, but it's gonna be like, okay, it looks like we got a D1, D1. Flip it over. Okay, we're gonna do this. So take that with your team. Same principle, guys. You're just having fun and getting people into taking action. But that's a really cool exercise you could do. It could be a bingo thing where it's like, okay, we got a B7, or battleship. Battleship would be kind of cool, right? Do the same things. Okay, B1. Boom, and then like you could even say like, oh, you sunk the battleship, everybody drink. I don't know, right? But isn't that a cool way to have fun with your team, to get them into action mode? So rallying the troops, doing a blitz or doing a battleship game, absolutely fun. What else? So what you can do is you're basically prospecting and messaging people together. And what does that do? Builds camaraderie, one. Number two, builds businesses. Awesome, super fun, right? That's number 4. Number 5. Number 5 is, oh my God, this is makes super sense. So I remember when I was in high school, I'm like 5'9", I'm not that tall, but I always told my dad, like, hey man, like, my dad was the basketball coach, so I told him, I was like, I want to be able to dunk. And so many people are like, you want to be able to dunk, dude? You're 5'9", right? And back then I actually could jump pretty good, but I couldn't dunk, and I wanted to dunk. And no one believed me. I'm gonna dunk. And so what I would do, I would practice this every single day, and people thought I was so stupid. But I would do these exercises before I went to bed every single night, and it crushed me. I remember doing like 1,000 calf raises and like different like box jumps and stuff like that. I would basically, you know what I did to get better at jumping? I would practice jumping, practice that whole thing. Another thing I would do is I would wear these weighted, I don't know what they're called, like you tied them around your shoes and or tie them around your ankles, ankle weights. There we go. I'd have like, I think 10 pounders, I can't remember what they were, 10 pounds, and I would wear them at school all day long, right? And people are like, why the hell are you gonna do that? I'm like, because I'm gonna dunk in a basketball game, you just wait, right? And people are like, you're not gonna dunk. And I was like, hey, well, we'll see. Nope, no worries, right? And I remember during basketball practice, I would wear this weighted vest. And people are like, dude, why are you doing that? Like, just play the game. I'm like, guys, I'm going to dunk. You just wait. And so many people are like, no, you're not. And I can't remember what game it was, but one game I was on a breakaway. I stole the ball, and I just freaking brought it down. And people are like, oh! Why? So how did that happen, guys? I practiced. And I was doing stuff at the end of the day, right before I was going to bed, where people weren't looking, but I was practicing, right? And that's what you guys need to do, is you need to practice your craft, right? So, after the trainings, practice, or what did I write down? After the train, yeah, so take what you can do right now, guys, and role play, right? I see a lot of people who will take the scripts that we've given and they'll say something completely different. They'll be like, well, Trey, I asked if you're open, but there's so many different things that you want to be saying, right? Like, you want to really follow the scripts to the T, because those words are always proven to work. Yeah, like that, Lord, when people aren't looking, you're practicing. You're constantly practicing. You might be better at the layup. You got to get out there on the pavement and you got to practice that right-handed or left-handed layup, right? You got to practice your free throws. You got to practice your invites. The only way to get really, really good, guys, is to practice, You want to become a better closer, right? You want to close people in your business like that? Well, you got to practice it, right? I see so many people who are like, I'm just not a good closer. Well, are you practicing? Like, have you been practicing your craft? And then another thing you can do, guys, to get really, really better at this is that's tip number 7. I'll wait for that. But I mean, think about it. If I didn't show up to practice, well, here's another one. A lot of people are like, I would love to be a starter back when I played in high school. Well, I remember this one guy was like, hey, I'm a starter. He was the captain. He was like, I'm the boss, or whatever. And he was like, since I'm the captain and I don't need to go to practice every time. My dad sat his ass every time too, right? And it wasn't because my dad was a jerk. If you guys are just coming on, my dad was the basketball coach, baseball coach, soccer coach. I was in sports. So, it was one thing. It was like, yeah, if you don't make practice, you're not going to play. Pretty simple. If you don't go to practice, especially before the game, you're not going to play. You're definitely not going to start. So this one kid was like, yeah, I'm the captain. I don't really need to go to that practice. I run the show. Didn't play. He didn't play. And it finally caught up with him like, okay, I have to go to practice. He was at practice all the time. So if you don't show up and practice, you're not going to play, right? You're not going to win. You're not going to recruit more people. You want to be a better recruiter? You got to practice recruiting, right? You want to be a better closer? You got to practice closing, okay? And by the way, guys, like, I've been doing this now for 7 years, to the point where it's like, it's just ingrained in me now. I'm like, okay, I know what the next thing I'm going to ask them. Hurry up and answer, because I want to ask you this question. Here's the question. Okay, now I'm already on to the next question. Like, yep, okay, yep. So you'll get better. I promise you'll get better as long as you practice. And then I see Elise's on saying, dunk that shit, right? Okay, number 6. Getting rid of this guy. Is this making sense to you guys so far? Like, I'm sorry it's not we're not going over strategy. We're going over simplicity. We're going over, this is the secret sauce. Like, this is really it, guys, right? 6. I like circles. Okay? Schedule time for only practicing. Schedule it. So, who schedules in their day to day, right? Like, do you have like when you go to work, you're like, okay, I got my planner out. I got this meeting right here. Okay, I've got lunch time right here. Okay, I've got to send out the memos and the emails for the next meeting during this time. Like, you're very, very like calendar driven. You schedule it all out. You feel very organized. You wake up that morning, you look at your calendar like, okay, I know what I got to do. Take that same principle, guys. Yes, Jennifer, and block out when you want to do your power hour, okay? Power hour. So if you're part-time, listen to me. I'm going to tell you right now. If you are part-time in network marketing, you're like, I got a full-time job, I got kids, I do this on the side. Perfect. That's part-time, okay? Part-time, I would schedule 1 hour for only prospecting, for only dishing out messages, okay? So schedule that in. When is it going to be? And here's the cool thing about this, guys. Full-time job, kids, responsibilities. You got a farm, horses, kids, chickens, all that crazy stuff. Or you got stuff to do, right? No worries. You can totally do this first thing in the morning before everybody gets up. That's what I like to do. It's nice and quiet, get coffee, I'm good. Or later at night when the kids go to bed. You're like, okay, mama's going to build an empire, okay? Schedule it in. And like, don't miss your appointment. You wouldn't miss your appointment when you had the meetings. Pigs, Trevor. Yep, can't forget the pigs. Gotta get that bacon. Gotta get that pork, right? You wouldn't miss meetings at work and be like, no, you know what? It's optional. This meeting is totes optional. Probably gonna get fired, right? Treat your business the same way. Schedule it in. Say, yep, this is my power hour for only prospecting. Yeah, you can send out happy birthday messages later. You can scroll and like and comment on people's stuff later. But 1 hour, power hour of only messaging, you're going to be busy. Let's just say that. You're going to be like, yeah, I'm filling my pipeline. There's a secret. There's a secret. Messages out. Boom. There you go. Schedule it. Oh, and if you're full-time, if you're full-time network marketing, you can absolutely do an hour a day, but what's so cool for you is you now have more time to do it as well, which is really, really cool. However, I go back and forth on that because it's like, well, I'm creating a life of freedom. Do I really want to be spending 6 hours a day of just inviting? No, but 1 to 2 hours a day keeps the checks coming in, right? I don't even know what that saying is. 1 to 2 invites a day keeps I don't know, whatever it is. But anyways, schedule it, make it that priority. Hashtag priority, okay? 7, last one, okay? This is the one I was talking about. Record yourself. So, man, oh man, like, if I could, I wish I could, maybe I could probably find it. So back when I was first starting, guys, I said, I want to become a better closer. I want to get on the phone and ask really good questions, and I just want to get better at this whole thing. And I was in the fitness industry back then, and I wanted to become better at closing, right? And really, especially in the fitness industry, like, all you got to do is just ask really good questions and show people that you care and ask those really, really good questions. So whenever I did that, I would record myself because I was like, okay, I want to see what I did really well at. I want to see what I sucked at because I was sucking at so many things. But I want to see, what does it look like? Like, what are they hearing from me, right? Can you break up the hour to 30 minutes, or would it be better to do it once? Hey, Diana, that's a great question. Whatever fits you. I know some people do 15-minute increments, some people do 30. It's your business, homegirl. No one can tell you how to run it. But, I think as long as you have an hour of only messaging people, you're good, right? So record yourself. What does it look like? What does it sound like? What did you do well? What needs to be improved? Record yourself when you're doing these things. I just always remember doing that, and it was ugly at first, and I was like, man. But again, I stuck to this. Practice, practice, practice. But what's so cool about recording yourself is you can see, that needs better. Need to tweak that. Write notes, boom, right? So always just remember, you can record yourself and see what needs to do better, what needs to be worked on, what you're doing really well. Maybe I should have asked this question then, and you're like, oh, boom, yep, ask that question next, right? So it's so cool to always tweak it, right? And that's what this business is really all about, guys, is kind of like this. I'll give you one last illustration, because I am just drawing like crazy today. And it's gonna be a good one, okay? By the way, if you've never listened to this band, hey, Laura, this is a Canadian band, really, really good band. Walk Off the Earth. I lose my mind. I love them so much, and it's unfortunate that Beard guy passed away, but man, that's my favorite band. I love listening to them. All right, let's do an illustration. So you've got this, and then maybe this. And you got this, okay? All right, let's say this is a nozzle, okay? So, this is a pipe. I don't know if you guys see that. It looks like a probably, you want to see what it looks like. Love them. Yeah, Diana, they're an amazing band, all right? Your job is to figure out where the kinks are in your pipe, okay? So, and this is pretty cool. If you ever gone to Discovery Place with your kids, like, you'll see one of these, right? So, you're putting water in here, right? And you're like, oh man, it's blocked right here. I gotta fix out that kink. Once you fix out that kink, it's like, water goes through, boom, goes to the next part. Okay, well, I gotta figure out what's going on right here. Oh, okay, I figured it out. Water keeps going through, next kink, same thing, kink, till the water comes all the way out. Your job in network marketing is to figure out those kinks, right? Let's be honest. We got kinks. All of us got kinks we got to work out. It could be the invite, right? Well, I noticed that people are stopping right here. Got to be something that I'm not saying right, or I could probably just tweak a little bit better. And when you record yourself, you're like, oh, boom, that's where I'm messing up. I'm putting too much hype into it, or I'm really, you can tell that I'm really trying to close them, and maybe they're getting turned off. Well, let me just fix that, and add a little bit of posture in here. So you sprinkle some posture sediments in there, and you're like, oh my God, whoa, okay. So people are actually now looking at the message. Oh, well, here's the kink right here. Okay, so what's the kink right there? Well, my follow up, right? All right, maybe my follow up. It's not too much posture, so I'll add a little bit of posture in there, and maybe a little bit of talk to more people. I'll sprinkle in a little bit, maybe a little bit of zero shits given. That's a real good solution to put in there. So you sprinkle that in, it gets through there, and you're like, oh my God, my follow-up is getting better now. So when I follow up people, they see that I've got a lot of people to talk to. Maybe they see that I have zero shits given. I sprinkled in there. Oh, okay, cool. Right, so right now it comes to the close. So just understand, guys, that you're going to get good when you practice at invites. Then your flow is going to be a little better. When you get better at, when you start practicing following up, right? It's going to get. That's where a lot of people drop the ball, by the way. They forget. I think it's like 48% of network marketers don't follow up with their prospects. So yeah, like that's where the biggest kink is for sure. But you want to get better at follow up, you practice that. And you want to get better at closing, follow that. And eventually, guys, it's going to dumping out to just yo. You know what that one is right there? That's what we like. So that's what I want you guys to focus on. Forever is creating that habit of, and tell yourself this. Tell it in the comment section. I will master consistency. I will master consistency. If you can master that, you will fly through your ranks. You will fly through the leadership boards in your company. You will fly past every single person. And people will be like, yo, what are you doing? You know what you're going to say? I've just been showing up for the last 7 years. That's all I'm doing. And they'll be like, wow, well, super inspirational. Thank you for your time. I guess I'm just going to show up for the next 7 years as well. I'm telling you. I like how that all tied together. That's a good training, right?